Hello, I am EBH Train, and today I'm going to be showcasing 5 remote-controlled planes and build a boat for Tressure. Now, the first plane we have here is the Concorde, and this is probably the fastest out of the 5. It has retractable seats, nose cone, and landing gear. As you can see, it can even go straight vertical, so it's fun. Let's go. So the Concorde is pretty cheap for a plane, but it does have some expensive parts like some thrusters you need from going to a specific stage and unlocking a secret chest inside. If you look on YouTube, there should be some tutorials for that. But anyway, on to the Concorde special features. Like I said before, it has the seats, the landing gear, and the nose cone. But what it can also do is go just insanely fast with a couple of rocket thrusters, rocket boosters. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not able to go super far because there's a sort of certain length it can go to. But yeah, Concorde's a really neat build for if you just want to have some fun with friends and mess around by flying really fast. So I'll just bring this in for landing so I can showcase the next plane. There we go. So the seaplane is really neat because you can actually go on the water and drive around like an actual seaplane. But what you can also do is obviously you can take off and fly around. Just a little jump there, jump in the water. But yeah, this seaplane doesn't have anything attached to it, no seats or anything like that. But the propellers do spin, which is a nice piece of detail. So yeah, just like the Concorde, the seaplane is relatively cheap to build. You probably don't even need an AFK grinder to get the resources, but you can interchange the purple jets for the red jets if you would like, but that's the only piece you need to grind for to complete any of these planes. Let's bring her in for landing. Right. And let's bring her back into shore. The third one on the list is the F-22 Raptor. This one is a lot more expensive to build, but it also has some different features. Like this one has the ability to roll using the Q and E keys, but I would recommend not flying directly into any solid objects or any plot that has isolation mode on because it will destroy the telemetry of the jet and it'll look something like this after you fly into it. It'll just fly around like that. But that's probably the only issue with the flight mechanics. So like a normal F-22, this thing has some guns attached for some dogfighting. But if you're thinking about taking on any ground targets, the F-22 is retrofitted with dual missiles. Right, here we go. So all you gotta do is click E, fire the harpoon, and then 4 and 7 on the number lock keypad. These missiles, I'm not gonna lie, are not effective at all, but they're just a nice little detail. And yeah, so F and 6. I mean, actually, they're quite effective, really. They just never hit their targets. But if you click delete, it will destroy all, well, both of the missiles. But yeah, to use the missiles, it's just the number pad lock on the right side of your keyboard. But yeah, I'll bring the F-22 in to showcase the next plane. It is going to be the B-2 Spirit Bomber. Now, honestly, this has to be my favorite because it's mainly a plane I like to use for just trolling. Now, this plane is actually pretty simple. It only has WASD controls. But if you click Z to access the bomb bay camera, slow down, you can see your target. Then if you click B, it'll drop a lot of TNT, and you can basically carpet bomb an entire plot. That's how much ammunition is stacked. Unfortunately, the B-2 isn't retrofitted with any defensive ornaments, but you can just ignite all the bombs using the delete key. It's pretty fun to see. But yeah, the B-2 is pretty basic. The only expensive thing about the bomber to build is the amount of TNT, and it's totally up to you how much you use. But you will need portals to deliver the payload to your target. But yeah, onto the last plane for the video. Now this one has to be my all-time favorite because it probably took me the longest. And this one is a cargo plane based off the C-130J. I'm pretty sure I said that right. This plane is I think either the largest out of the group compared to the Concorde. But the cargo plane has some of the most sophisticated features out of all the planes I've tested today. But some of them I might actually need to test on the ground, so I'll just put them to a plot. So the first feature is obviously the cargo bay doors can lower, which is pretty neat because the plane, as you can see here, has free crates. So these crates are, well, two of them are used for trolling, but only one of them actually has a surprise inside. Originally, the one of the surprise would have a cake block popping up, but I, well, don't own a cake block, unfortunately, so it's just a block of gold. But yeah, I'll showcase how the crates drop from the bomber. So you just gotta open the cargo bay doors by clicking that lever, then by clicking H, and no, that's the harpoon. Oh, here we go. So it's I've forgotten the controls. It'll take a minute. Alright, so T, then click 1. Oh, whoops. So it's ERT to drop the crates. So if you click 1, it'll drop a parachute, and yeah, all three of them have parachutes, but yeah, they don't, I mean, they work, it's just I've forgotten the control, so I will quickly reload the cargo plane to properly demonstrate the cargo crates. Alright, we're back and we're over the red team plot, and now I am going to drop some crates. So open this up. Let's just wait till we get over the blue team. Alright, so E, then 1. Let's drop the first crate. Alright. Now it's going to turn around. R, then the second crate. Then before we run out of fuel, T, then the third crate. We'll close the door. Right. And now that all 3 crates have been dropped, I can just watch them fall. Second one's down. Now all I gotta do is just wait for the third crate. And there we go. I'll end the plane real quick so I can showcase what the crates can do. So here we are with the crates, and let's just activate the first one. Now the first one is just some TNT, but the this one here is actually actually can't remember which one is the prank one. I'm gonna have to quickly head back to spawn and just activate both the traps. So yeah, I'll be right back. So here we have the second crate, and now all I'm gonna do is just activate this. Pretty sure seat's supposed to come up. Oh, yep, there we go. So here, seat's just gonna pop up. Then whenever I feel like it, I can just click L, and the crate will just launch into orbit. So that's that crate, but for this one, it'll just give you a gold block when you get it, which is a pretty neat detail. Alright, and then there's one last feature on the cargo plane. I'll demonstrate it now. I just gotta open the doors. That's all you gotta do. H, then J. Oh no, you gotta extend the piston first. I've forgotten which key activates the. Oh, there you go. So hit it with the harpoon. Drag it in a bit. Hit it again. Right, then just hold N to bring the crate back into here. And also if you hold M, it'll bring the harpoon out. But yeah, those are the keybinds for that. Then just close the door. And there you go. You can take off with the crate inside the plane. But yeah, those are all the abilities for the cargo plane, and this one has to be the most expensive of the lot. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you can do flips with the planes, so I would imagine hitting no scope with a minigun attached to one of the RC planes. By doing that, that'd be funny. So yeah, well, those are all the keybinds, looks, abilities, and all I can show you about the RC planes I've made in Build a Boat for Treasure. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you'll stick around to watch the next one I make. Unfortunately, I won't be showing you a tutorial on how to make the actual mechanic for how the planes are controlled, because it's not a original mechanic. The original mechanic is based off Reliant Shell's guided missile mechanic. I will have a link to it in the description, and if you don't subscribe to me, please subscribe to him for making the amazing mechanic, even though he's switched over to Minecraft themed videos. But yeah, for the Q and E, all you need to do is just add a third wheel, and yeah, well, that's all I gotta say for today. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.